Welcome to Medicine Woman Tarot. This is going to be a reading for Joanne in answer to the questions you asked in the post in regards to dreams and your house messages that you've been receiving. Father God, in the name of your Son Jesus Christ, help me to give a clear and accurate reading for Joanne. And as I always want to thank you, Joanne, for all your donations that you give and all your support. You are greatly appreciated. All right, I scurried the crystal for you today, Joanne, and the image I saw within the crystal for you was very interesting. We'll get into the first message that I saw within the crystal. I saw two jellyfish, and one was like a pinkish color, and the other one was more of like a lighter color, like almost like white, translucent color. The symbolism behind jellyfish is to know that you are at the right place at the right time. And that's interesting because that is double confirmation with your tarot card that you received of the chickweed perspective. So with this card coming out, it also symbolizes that same kind of message of being where you're supposed to be. And what's also interesting is with the jellyfish, it symbolizes going with the flow of things. It's allowing, to be taken by the current, allowing, to basically let God and to just, trust. And that's a very interesting message that you got there. The next message that came out within the crystal, now this was very detailed. I saw a woman and she had long dark hair and she was wearing a dress, but it was kind of like more from I want to say like the Renaissance period, or more like like what they used to wear like in the castles. It was a very long dress. It was not a modern dress. And from what I saw in the crystal is she was standing over a cauldron, it looked like, and she was putting something in it, and you could see like steam coming from the cauldron, and she was inside this very large room. It was like a castle that she was in, where you could see like pillars and expensive looking like rugs on the stone floor, and she was standing in between these two pillars, and she was just placing stuff in this cauldron. And there was an owl. Now it was like an owl like bird, and it was very large, and it was on her left shoulder, and it had I'm trying to word it, red on its wings, on the inner part of its right wing, and it had its like head nestled against her, like it was cradling the left side of her body. Now owls symbolize they symbolize, excuse me, I'm losing my voice here. Bear with me 1 minute. They symbolize your intuition. They symbolize your third eye, being open. And that's a very, interesting, energy there. It symbolizes, being connected spiritually, and, like I'm picking up like a good witch type of energy is what I saw. And, that was very interesting, what showed up in the crystal. And this owl, the color of it being white symbolizes purity, and being very much, like I said, spiritually connected to the divine. And it having red on its wing, is very interesting that it had that red mark on its inner part of its wing. So like I always say, take it how it resonates. Like an owl could possibly be your spirit animal. But what's interesting too is like this castle scene is very interesting, just like a castle had appeared earlier. I believe in the Cancer reading is some type of connection to a castle, so perhaps like a past life type energy, with this ancestry here of like a healer, good witch type energy. All right, let's get into the cards that came out for you today. Bear with me here. All right. First card to come out for you was the Six of Swords. So with the Six of Swords being here, this is moving past things that no longer serve you. This is moving on to calmer waters. This is a very serene type energy, very peaceful. Next card out is Temperance. So with the Temperance card being here, this is balance. Things being made into a balanced formation here. If things were, not balanced before, they will be. The next card out was the Five of Cups. So this is like mourning over a loss. This is sadness here, looking over a spilled cup. And if there was any type of sadness, there is going to be balance restored to this energy, where you will be not feeling that way or in any type of negative energy, where there's going to be a restoring of the balance. The next card out for you is the Sun card, and this is, the happiness, joy, abundance. This is also a form of innocent love. This is like soulmate energy, but like on the innocent level, and this is lots of joy and abundance, coming your way here with the Sun card. The next card out for you was the Chickweed Perspective. So with this card coming out here with the Perspective card, it's saying that you see things on a different level. So this is like seeing the magic in all the small details of everything. With the Perspective card, it's letting you know that to always pay attention to the details, because there's always going to be a message in every little sign. All the little details will, reveal a larger picture. And it's also letting you know that there's magic all around you, from, the tiniest little things is magical. With this card coming out, it's also letting you know that to trust that you're in the right place at the right time, and to know this, to always know this. And that is very much connected, like with the jellyfish, what we saw. And the medicinal benefit of the chickweed is that it's very good for cooling effects, as such as fever, infection, or inflammation. It's also useful for injuries against stings, blisters. So it could also help heal reproductive cysts, and also promotes, helps with thyroid function. So it has, lots of medicinal benefits, that could be worth looking into. Now I drew 2 cards for you. Well, I didn't draw them, but they came out. So I shuffled them, and the 2 cards that came out for you was the Cosmic Weaver Potency and the Fire Spark Transform. So when I shuffled, the first card that flew out was the Fire Spark Transform. So with this card coming out, this is a very powerful card. It symbolizes anger and rage, and something, that's something that you could be angry about, but there is a reason, a just reason to be angry about it, but to transform this anger into something that is beneficial, because anger is not always wrong. There's reasons to be angry, but anger transformed into like a protective energy is something that's beneficial, kind of like that knight type energy, the knight that would protect someone that was, in danger. They would ride out on their horse and, with their sword and save someone. So that is a good type of fire, and it's letting you know to keep that passion within you. Whatever angers you, transform it always into something that is like of God, something that is going to be beneficial. The next card that flew out after that one, and I ended up taking this one as well, was the Cosmic Weaver Potency. So with this card coming out, this is a very powerful card with the Potency card. This speaks of past lives, and what's interesting here, it's letting you know that you have lived many past lives, and then in every past life you were a healer. So I feel like that very much connects to what I saw in the crystal of that woman that was standing in the castle with the cauldron. And this is letting you know that you've always been a healer in every past life, and that you are a dream walker, and that you walk among the cosmos when you sleep, and you have a very healing gift. And this is being very much connected to the dream world and the cosmos and the celestial realms, that you have this very healing, powerful gift that has been with you through every lifetime. And also it talks about you walking through dimensions. So as far as being connected to this world, to the celestial realm, and very connected to the nature forest realm, like you could walk in all these dimensions and see the different dimensions at the same time as they're happening, like the different symbols and things occurring. So this card is very powerful, that came out for you, and very much connected that in every life you've been in, you've been a healer of some kind. So this is a very powerful reading that I see here for you. And I hope it resonates with you, Joanne. And if it does, please give me a thumbs up, and, well, give me a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it.